To the left, we have the Samsung KS8000 from 2016. To the right, we have the Samsung QN90B. Now, most might think this is pointless because the QN90B is a mini LED and the KS8000 is an edge-lit LED television with local dimming, not even full array. But as you can see from this first example here, the color is so much better on the Samsung KS8000, a TV from 2016. Let that sink in. Now, I'll show you some more examples here, and I love using the Aquaman stuff because it really does get the point across. Essentially, in a nutshell, like I was saying in many other comparisons, Samsung is just talking about highlights. And to their credit, it's beautiful. There's a marked improvement over 2016 in terms of highlights. So you can clearly see that beam and all that explosion stuff is much brighter than it will be on the Q8FN. However, when you look at the explosion and the richness of the sky and all the ambient light stuff, it's going to look better on the Samsung KS8000. The KS8000 has the better colors, absolutely slaying what the QN90B is doing. I mean, as I look at it with my naked eye, the yellow is better, the greens, pretty much every color that could possibly be rendered is better on the edge-lit display, where the only real benefit here on the QN90B is the clarity that the extra brightness / highlight details give in the contrast registry. So that's one of the things that I think if you're somebody who cares about highlights and that's it, like you want to be razzled and dazzled by the glow of a highlight, then the QN90B is where you would go. I want to show you guys this image again because this is going to speak 1,000 words into how Samsung's direction has changed. We see all kinds of blooming around this light still. Look at the edge lit. It has local dimming and it's still better at maintaining a clean picture than what this $2,000 quantum matrix technology, our LEDs are the size of a grain of sand, therefore we have deeper black levels, TV is trying to offer you. That's the takeaway here. Images like this give you an idea of just how immense the difference is between the color purity of the KS8000 to the left versus the new stuff that favors highlights. I even kind of see a little bit of blooming around Chris Pratt's mouth, which makes him look like he has ashy-ass smoker lips. It's totally not the way it's supposed to look. And again, this is what I'm talking about when I say, again, newer isn't always better. They're pushing those highlights out, and to your credit, you get way more highlights in a scene like this on the QN90B, but the KS8000 is just slaughtering it. And again, you have another real-world example of some blooming happening around this light bulb right here. We have some pretty intense and pretty strong blooming, and in scenes like this, that's where it's going to count the most, where on the KS8000, you're not really going to run into that, as you can clearly see. I don't know how well you can see it, but by example, over here, we don't have any of that blooming over there. So I think it's one of those things like the level of inconsistency that the brightness tends to kick out is just not worth it.